This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
Welcome back on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. It's senior night in Jesup. Boys team, girls team, cheerleaders, managers. We'll turn things over to PA announcer Dan Fox for the honors.
Daughter of Travis and Dorothea Bolden. Hannah has two siblings, Ethan and Allison. Hannah participates in football cheer, basketball cheer, competition cheer, women's leadership, student union, band, vocal, and the high school musical. After graduation, Hannah plans to attend UNI and earn a degree in finance. Caitlin Sharp, daughter of Kelly and Todd Rozanski and Adam and Melinda Sharp. Caitlin participates in cross-country, basketball managing, archery, golf, student union, speech, fall musicals, and FCCLA. After graduation, Kelly hopes to attend St. Andrews University and major in biology. Adriana Bolden, daughter of Stephanie and Ian Bolden. Adriana has one sibling, Audrey Dell. Adriana participates in volleyball and basketball. After graduation, Adriana plans to attend Central Community College to begin a degree in dentistry and continue her basketball career. Ethan Crow, son of Joe Crow. Ethan has four siblings, Isaiah, Elijah, Emma, and Dakota. Ethan participates in basketball. After graduation, Ethan plans to go into the job market. Jack Miller, son of Jay and Connie Miller. Jack has one sibling, Joey. Jack participates in basketball, baseball, golf, and track. After graduation, Jack plans to attend Upper Iowa to major in exercise science and continue his basketball career. Tyler Nolan, son of Ricky and Sarah Nolan, and Jason and Rochelle Hesse. Tyler has five siblings, Cade, Gavin, Alexis, Brock, and Ava. Tyler participates in cross-country, basketball, and soccer. After graduation, Tyler plans to attend UNI and major in accounting. Cale Shizzle, son of Nick and Allie Shizzle. Cale has two siblings, Marley and Harper. Cale participates in football, basketball, and baseball, golf, and men's leadership. After graduation, Cale plans to attend Iowa State and major in mechanical engineering. Madden Sly, son of Michelle and Tony Sly. Madden has two siblings, Eric and Corin. Madden participates in basketball. After graduation, Madden's plans are undecided. Thank you to all our basketball teams, cheerleaders, managers, and their families for your support of the Jesup basketball program.
Again, honoring our seniors. Again, the lone senior on the girls team, Adriana Bolden, and the boys team. We'll go through those again. We'll talk about it again through the night. Jack Miller, Tyler Nolan, Cale Shizzle, along with Ethan Crow and Madden Sly. Also honoring Hannah Bovey as a cheer. So we've had them up on the board tonight too, so you can see the slideshow that's been happening as well. And we'll throw that up here in just a little bit, so as we have a little break before things get going again. But we want to make sure we were going to stream senior night for people out there. But we'll return here. It'll probably be about 10, 12 minutes before we're broadcasting again on the J-Hawks Sports Network. Welcome on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Boys game coming up shortly, but I'm had an interview at halftime of the girls game with head boys coach Joe Smines. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up and get a chance to listen to talk about the games they've just been through this past week and over the weekend, and coming in tonight, and also seniors. Let's rewind, I guess, back to, I got to think, we had a Saturday night. Let's go back to Saturday night. Oelwein's game, I guess, talk about that competition and that win.
Yeah, that was our fourth game of the week that week, and obviously a huge game for us because it's a conference game, a pod game for us. We had to have it if we wanted to have a chance to win the league, and, we got off to a really good start. I think we threw up 22 in the first quarter, and then from there it was kind of trying to get our way home a little bit. And then Oelwein played a good game, got down to 4 to start the fourth quarter, and I thought we really bowled up in the fourth quarter and showed what we're made of, and had to make some big shots and get some stops, and ended up winning by double figures. So that was a tough ball game after 4 games in a week, and the kids responded. Yeah, we talked about this, I guess, probably the last time we talked on Friday night or on Saturday probably, but again, this team coming together like they have. Yep. And look at how they were in November, December, really trying to get a feel for each other, yep. But they know. I said something the other day to somebody. I'm like, they're almost playing 2 shots ahead or 2 passes ahead of where their next one is. Yeah, I think we could have done. We've obviously passed the ball very well the last few weeks, and I think we would have done that earlier this year. But we got a little behind the 8 ball with some injuries and some illnesses before Christmas, and obviously we didn't play for 2 weeks. But I think you've seen some consistency here with practice and playing, and you've seen us play much better in terms of moving the ball to each other and being active. Over at Wapsie Valley, Landon Vogel had a terrific basketball game. They were triangling 2 and Ryan and Jack, so Kale and Landon had to be big, and they were. And then last night, same type of thing. They tried to take Jack out of it. He still had 26, but we got great contributions from Kale again, Landon Vogel. Then Man Slides played his best basketball here in the last 2 games. Yeah, definitely. He's done a very good job. So it takes a group effort to win, and I feel like we're getting more guys involved now in the scoring, a little more balance. But obviously, we still know we got Jack to go to when we really need to. Yeah, and you're looking at some of these margins. I guess just talk through that as a coach, and you could be sitting there thinking, you're up by 15, up by 20, up by 30 sometimes, and it's you still got some of the starters in there, and I'm sitting there cringing. I don't want ankles rolled, knock on wood. I don't want anything to happen, but you're also trying to get them ready for some postseason play when they're going to see some stiffer competition. Yeah, it's a really fine line, and then you have to walk the tightrope a little bit of keeping them out there because you want them to play. Like last night we took them out at the 6-minute mark, and we had a running clock going on, and normally I'd leave them out there a little bit longer, but we have to play tonight again. So right. Last week against East Marshall, I thought I probably played them too long, and then we showed some of our tiredness a little bit in the Saturday game. So. You got to walk that line. And I still think about 2 years ago when we had the state tournament team, and those guys used to get mad at me for taking them out in the third quarter. But, we had bigger aspirations, and same thing this year. And then that year, Josh Dix, who plays – then you had about 15 people on your bench, it was a little different. And Josh Dix, who plays at Iowa now, got left in the game way too long his senior year and breaking his leg really bad. And, you worry about those things, but also you just got to play. You got to do what's best for the team that night and moving forward. So it's a fine line. Yeah, you talked about a couple guys that I really have paid attention to, especially last night. And, I think Landon Vogel finally healthy, had some bumps early on. Yep. But his game is playing nice. And then Madden, wow, he was smooth last night. Yeah, Landon, like I said earlier, I think maybe a couple weeks ago, he was still trying to find his way a little bit. He only played in 7 games last year as a 7th man. And so now he's finally basically got full 21 games in, counting this year and part of last year. And you see him start to get a little more comfortable. He's always been able to score the ball, but he's doing things on the defensive end now, rebounding, playing with physicality that he's grown into that position. Mansly, I can't say enough about him the last 2 games. He was really good the last 2 games for us. Hasn't started for quite a while. We decided to start him last night and played his best game. So in order for us to have a successful run, we need him and Nick to really play well for us. Yeah, he was holding his own underneath with some guys that were a little bigger than him, but he was in the right place to get some rebounds and even put up some shots where they needed to be. So as we look at Columbus tonight, Columbus coming in on senior night, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit too, but what are you going to see from Columbus? Yeah, Columbus is a team much improved from last year. They were a team that didn't win a game last year. They were turning everybody from last year, and they've won 6 ball games this year. really have competed fairly well at times. They beat Waterloo East, a 4A program. Anytime you do that, that gets you noticed. And then they have some really nice players. Leo Christensen, number 3, about a 6'5" kid, can really score it from the outside. And, they're going to play hard. They're going to offensive rebound and really aggressively. And something that we haven't done a great job of this year is rebound. So that's going to be a huge key to the game tonight, is being able to rebound. That way we can get out and run in transition. I think we got the advantage in that area if we can rebound at a high level tonight.
So tonight also senior night, and you got a collection of guys. There are 4 particular,
5 actually,
or 5 particular that are on this team, and some of them played a lot of ball together.
Yeah,
talk about those guys.
Yeah, they've been around a long time. Obviously, some of them have played for a lot. Start with Ethan Crow. Came back out last year. He played in junior high and decided to come back out last year. Really likes basketball. Good team member. Practices really hard. It's really good to have him practice. Unfortunately, he broke his finger or fractured his finger at the Grundy Center game. He'll be out the rest of the year. Tyler Nolan, a kid that's improved immensely from junior high. A kid in 7th grade that was probably on our B team. Really didn't have a spot. Worked his butt off to get himself a chance to play, and obviously we don't beat South Hardin without him this year, hitting 2 big shots for us in that first half. So, and then you talk about Man Sly, another kid that's really improved. Another kid in junior high was on the B team probably, and has given us really good minutes this year. And then our last 2 guys mean a lot to us, mean a lot to me. Kale Shizzle, when he was a 7th grader, I think he maybe played post, and now he's playing guard.
Sure.
If you look at his numbers, I think he's averaging almost 5 assists to 1 turnover per game. Yep. Incredible job of passing the basketball, playing defense, and then really aggressive. Just a glue guy for us. It reminds me a little bit of Brevin last year. They're a little bit different players, but that type of what we needed this year, and he's provided that to us. Having a great senior year. And then, of course, Jack, can't say enough about him. It's going to be weird when he's not playing for us anymore, I saw a picture of him.
It's been a long time.
Saw a picture of him today coming out of a starting lineup as a freshman, and it seems like it was yesterday. But the best thing about Jack is he's coachable. He's a great teammate. He's a good kid. He's studious in the classroom. On top of that, he's just a really, really good basketball player. And fortunate to coach him. Had a front row seat to watch him do this the last 4 years. It's been a privilege and an honor. So hopefully we can keep going and watch him play some more.
Well, I'm going to give you the chance and opportunity from what I heard on Tuesday night when I was talking to Coach Gross, when he talked about staking out basketball practice and poaching some wrestlers from the basketball court, saying, hey, you're a little too short maybe to play basketball. Have you thought about wrestling?
Yeah. We joke about that all the time, and he does a great job of recruiting kids out for wrestling, as he should. He's done a really good job of getting kids that were borderline kids or kids that had wrestled a lot, maybe coming to basketball in junior high but want to go back to wrestling, or kids that didn't do anything and got them back out. So he's done a great job. We do a good job of working together on those things, and we want both our programs to be good. That's important to us. So, I hope they have a great day tomorrow. I'm looking forward to going down there and watching them hopefully beat the Dons. So.
Yeah, I think it was a few years back, and it was like, I asked them, what happened to the wrestling team? They said, well, Larry Baldwin came back to coach basketball again, and then it changed. So, but now having 2 solid programs, especially from the AD's perspective,
awesome.
When you look at having strong basketball, having wrestling, that means kids are out.
Oh, it's a huge. And, I told my dad the other day, we used to get 42 kids out for basketball, and wrestling would have 12. Now it's more balanced, and that makes things a lot better for both programs, and both programs are still flourishing. So we can do that here. We can have both programs be really, really good. And like I said, I'm excited for them tomorrow to go down and wrestle in the Extreme Arena and the state duels. What a cool thing for Jesup. What a cool thing for Jesup Wrestling.
Definitely. Coach, thanks for coming up.
What a cool thing for
That's
Jesup.
Head coach, the boys team, Joe Smines. We're back in just a
This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
Welcome aboard on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Got to hear from head coach Joe Smines. We did that interview during the halftime of the girls game. Girls won earlier tonight, 75-46. Boys game coming up right now as the J-Hawk boys right now leading the Nickel East side of things with 6-1 is their record. In the Nickel East, they are now 12-5 overall. Sailors, I believe, are 6-13 overall, 2-7. They are in the Nickel Central. I'm Nate Klaberg, Luke Baldwin. Joining me in the upper patio, along with Anthony Baugh and Eric Clark, running the controls and having the camera. And we're set for another night of basketball, especially the boys coming off a win last night at Sumner and a win on Tuesday night up at Wapsie Valley. Always good to beat the Warriors.
Right on. They are our friends, but when we play them in sports, they are the biggest enemies that we have. And I say that in a great way. It's always a competitive battle and a lot of fun. So
let's get our starting lineups. Here's Dan Fox.
Jackson Mudd, a junior, number 12, Drew Lindsay. The Sailors are coached by Andrew Robinson. And now for our J-Hawks, a senior, number 0, Jack Miller. A senior, number 4, Caleb Jesup. A junior, number 10, Ryan Director. And a junior, number 11, London Bowler. A senior, number 23, Madden Fly. The Jayhawks are coached by Joe Klein. Sailor fans, are you ready?
All right, there's our starting lineups. Luke, what do you got?
for the Columbus Catholic Sailors, a sophomore guard, number 1, Amani Robinson, senior forward/guard, number 3, Leo Christensen, senior guard 4, Nick Merrifield, senior forward, number 11, Jackson Mudds, and a junior guard, number 12, Drew Lindsay. For your Jayhawks, senior guard 0, Jack Miller, senior guard, number 4, Kel Shizzle, junior forward, number 5, Nick Moore, junior guard, number 10, Ryan Treptow, and junior forward, number 11, Landon Vogel.
Jesup does not get the tip, which I keep, as I was thinking back, we rarely get the tip, but we usually break up the play and the ball goes back the other way.
Yeah, you're right. We rarely get the tip, and actually in this, against this team, you know, the Sailors got a couple of 6'5" kids out there in Leo Christensen and Jackson Mudd, both seniors for the Sailor squad. So definitely giving up a little height to them. But I would say, you know, as far as quickness, we probably win that battle.
2-2 is the score. First out of the gates for them is Murfield as he gets a basket. And Landon Vogel, and that kid, we talked about him here on our pregame and halftime with Coach Joe Smines. Landon Vogel really has stepped up his play here the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he has. Andrew Robinson calling the quick 30-second timeout after he watched 2 plays in a row where on the near side we had a guy drive baseline versus Jack Miller, and then Landon Vogel, as you mentioned, drive baseline, get an easy layup. So I'm certain he wants to talk that over. But yeah, Landon Vogel, man, he's really stepped up as the season's come on here. Junior for the Jayhawks. Good. It's nice to see that, especially as we think beyond to next year where we lose, you know, 3 of these guys to graduation. It's good that we have somebody like that stepping up.
4-2 is that score as Jim's still pretty full on a senior night. And a lot of energy out of the gate, and there was almost a little more excitement in that pregame huddle with the team as they were getting ready for this one here at home tonight.
And I think I may have erred in the starting lineups, Nate. Did we have, looks like Madden Sly started in place of Nick Moore?
Yep, so that was a change that occurred last night up at Sumner Fredericksburg. And yeah, Madden came out of the gate last night in that starting position. He played some good ball last night.
That's great. Good to see him out there.
Free throw up and rolls around for Lindsay.
You know, especially with the Sailors' height that they put on the court, it's good to have Madden out there. He does stand 6'1", which isn't incredibly tall, but a little bit taller than a Nick Moore, for example, at 5'10".
Yeah, there's some bigger players that Sumner Fred had, and you needed somebody to help move him around a little bit. Corner, Treptow eyed that basket. Back off to Madden, and he's going to take a deep one. Rim no good. Shizzle finds the same position, and now Treptow with the 3. Rolls around, Vogel underneath, gets the rebound, tries to put it up. Jesup have 4 or 5 attempts there?
We certainly padded our rebounding stats, Shizzle in particular, but man, could not get that thing in the hole.
Now a deep shot from Columbus and Christensen. We got lids on these baskets.
I guess so.
Both ends, doesn't really matter. Now Shizzle. They're moving that ball quickly. Miller finds an opportunity. 8 foot out, right side.
Such a tough shot, man.
And we've pulled some comparisons here, especially the last couple of weeks that you brought up, comparing Jack and Caitlin Clark a little bit, some of their styles and what they're doing. But one thing I noticed on both of them, they square up every shot.
Yeah, yep. Get those shoulders squared. You know, and you teach that, or you're taught that from a very young age, and it's a hard thing to pick up. And you see, you know, you can watch any varsity basketball game, you still see kids all the time that haven't gotten that figured out.
He'll square up, he goes up, and he holds that shot, and then lets it go.
Jack's shot, as we see Treptow steal the ball quickly back the other way, he's going to take it right at it, get the bucket, and draw a foul. Nice work by Treptow. Jack's shot is truly kind of a picture of perfection. It's about as good as it gets from a fundamental shot form perspective.
Nine 9-4 now the score here in Jesup.
And here we've got Nick Moore. He's going to come in and replace Sly. Big three
on that team. Big 3, yeah, for Columbus. That'll tighten up a little bit. 9-7.
The junior Drew Lindsay. Treptow answers back.
And he's really stepped up his leadership. Great player. Ball out of grips a little bit. There's Christensen. On the left side to Merrifield. Christensen tries the 3. Rim, no good. Shizzle gets his handle on it. He's got an open shot. I wonder if he was going to take it. Under 4 minutes. Moving quick here in this first quarter. This thing tipped off about 45 minutes later than was scheduled. A little delay early on when things got going today for hoops with JV. And you throw in a senior night in there.
Deep 3, got it.
Calm and collected. 7 for him. He had 24 last night, and that was a down night. Sumner Fred was really putting pressure on Miller last night.
It's going to be a foul by Shizzle. Just got burnt a little bit there and hung his hand out. It's Andrew Robinson into the game for the Sailors. Senior center. In and out for the 3. Robinson there, clean things up, put it back in.
They're sneaking their way back.
Jack Miller walks the ball up the court, looking for some offense. Kicks it out. No good for Vogel.
Good foul down low.
Ball's going to stay with the Jayhawks. I believe that foul goes against Monty Robinson, sophomore guard. Nice pass by Miller. Up. No good by Treptow. We just cannot get this ball to drop, Nate. Mud eyes the 3, backs off of it.
He's going to go underneath, draw the foul, gets the ball to go.
Nick Merrifield, 6'3" senior.
He's got 4 total, I believe. That'll be first personal foul against Treptow. 3rd for the team all of a sudden.
Rebound, Nick Moore.
Shizzle crossing the timeline. Again, you look at this team, Luke, and all those guys can bring that ball up the floor with control.
Yeah. I mean, Jesup's really playing 5 guards right now, if you think about it. I mean, you could call a couple of them forwards, but on most teams, they're guards.
Yeah. You'd call them forwards only because they're 6'3".
Yeah.
But they play like guards. There's Treptow.
Oh, Treptow, put
more.
that up, buddy. I don't think Treptow realized how open he was, but that's all right. Shizzle's there to knock down the 2.
Coming up at halftime, or actually between quarters, we're going to have Carter Rout's drum solo over from the corner.
Nice.
So we'll make sure we have that for you.
Treptow, the tallest guy on the court for the Jayhawks at 6'3". And, if anybody, you'd call him a forward, but he plays more or less the shooting guard, too, off ball.
Monty Robinson with a basket there, making it 17-13. And Vogel. He was confident going to the hoop. 4 points for him.
Really pretty runner off the glass. Old school. Sailors moving the ball around, finally get it inside, trying to get something easy. No good. That foul is going to go against Moore, I believe. I stand corrected. That foul will go against Treptow. And that's Ryan's 2nd of the game.
I'm just wondering if I go off mic a little bit, will my mom call and check on me too, like your mom does? Just testing. Yeah.
I met your mom, right?
Probably.
Yeah. A couple times. I have definitely met your better half's parents a couple times.
No one ever forgets you.
Nice drive by. What's that?
No one ever forgets you, though.
I don't know if that's a good thing, Nate.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, that really inappropriate, weird guy?
That's all how you look at it. It's different taste for everybody. There's Treptow pulls down that rebound, looking down floor. Last 30 seconds here, first quarter. Shot clock is off.
Jack Miller with the ball. Within shooting range.
Yeah, well within shooting range. Staying on the logo, will he do it? Will he do it from there? No, we're going to take it into Treptow. 8 seconds, Shizzle. Nope, Treptow last shot here.
Oh, in and out.
3 seconds to roll. That's going to give Mudd a chance for a last second shot, and that is no good. We're gonna turn the camera over to Carter Rout and the pep band for his regular drum solo.
Let's do work, Carter.
I still think he could do better than that.
I do too. I think he just needs to cut loose.
He's holding back on us.
I like it though.
I gave him a hard time one night. I said, "You can do better than that." He's like, "What do you mean?"
Drums.
You just got to go for it.
Drums is one of those things that's on my bucket list. I want to learn how to play the drums. I don't need to get as good as Carter Rout, but I want to be able to bang on them for sure.
7:52, and then we'll call you Animal. Would that be it?
Yes.
Something like that.
The bald animal. Shizzle with the drive. No foul call, and I don't believe there was one, but it was last touched by the Sailors, so sticks with Jesup.
Shizzle looked at it. He's going to take a free throw length shot. Rolls around. No good. Mudd has it. Now Amani Robinson. Slowing things down just a little bit. 7:20 remains in this first half. We'll talk to girls basketball coach Jordan Conrad at halftime. Columbus struggling on the shots and finally gets one to roll in. Give credit to Andrew Robinson. Miller, little fadeaway going right.
Just
gets it to go. Still squared up.
One bounce, spring, nothing but net.
11 points for the senior. Robinson, one dribble.
Pretty little dump to Robinson. Couldn't get it to drop.
They're getting their second chance
Clean
shots though.
Yep.
And that'll be Mattern's first basket. Treptow comes in the paint, high up, high on the board, no good, goes away.
Treptow's creating some nice looks for himself, just can't get the roll.
And there's Shizzle scooping up some trash, and Miller taking it
for Miller.
Down.
Coach Robinson says, I'm going to go ahead and take a timeout.
That gets the crowd going, especially the student section.
Man, I love that 2 foot.
Looks like it was drawn up that way.
Yeah. I talked to him after the, who'd we play last home game here?
Oelwein.
Yeah,
he put on a little show then.
Yeah, I talked to him after that game and I said, how's your hand? He said, my hand's fine, but I thought I broke my wrist. If you remember that one dunk he put down, it was authoritative.
You'll hear a watching counter replay. Here we go with Shizzle. Yeah, wasn't quite the alley-oop he had that one night. Back at a timeout. Under 6, Jesup really in the driver's seat by 7. Deep shot, no good for Christensen. Yeah, this was a Columbus team that didn't win a game last year at all.
Which is really crazy.
New coach, new style coming in, got 6 wins this year.
Well, and it's not like they didn't have any athletes. I mean, and they've got plenty of height to not win a game. A conference game is just shocking. But then again, it speaks highly to our conference.
Sounds like their freshmen, sophomores are going to be pretty good to contribute here in the future.
Yeah, and I do like the coach, Andrew Robinson. I don't know Andrew personally, but I've watched him coach for a number of years. Now that he's in that head coach role, I think he's doing some nice things.
Vogel, the free throws, take him to 6. Now Columbus, straight on shot. That's going to be Mattern with that attempt, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to shoot 3, I assume.
Yep. I believe he was beyond that 3-point line.
Treptow dinged him. That is actually Treptow's 3rd personal. First team foul this quarter for the Jayhawks. McMoore will take the place of Ryan Treptow, junior for a junior. Back of the rim, no good. Out of reach for Miller on that rebound. Lindsay had a handle on it, but now Merrifield going to try and Is this going to end up like the girls' game? We're going to have start getting a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I mean they're calling. These are fouls that they're calling, but they're just like that first game. It seems like a lot of them. Although I don't know, we're only 2-1 so far, so maybe I'm getting ahead of myself.
And around, Columbus struggling on free throws and we're going to see the foul count against Andrew Robinson. That'll be their second team foul, his personal second one. Miller looking down floor, gets by Christensen and looked like he was going hard towards Moore.
I think so. That pass was not there, at least not at the angle it was thrown.
Merrifield with it. Sees an opening in the left. Unable to get some shots off, but Lindsay will take the attempt and Vogel with that rebound. We'll dish out to Shizzle. They move that ball so quick.
That's really nice.
Takes advantage of it.
Great fake by Shizzle. Step through. Yeah, Jack pounded that ball up the court. I thought he was going straight to the rim, but dumped it off to Shizzle. Nice little jumper by Christensen.
And the Sailors starters and one sub have scored, and Madden Sly is in the book.
Jack Miller uses a near turnover to get a step on the defender. The defender kind of let his guard down for just a half a second, and Jack took it right by him.
And Jack Miller, the leading all-time scorer for Jesup basketball. And he continues to widen that lead. By high off the top.
Amani Robinson, Jackson Mudd, both seniors for the Sailors back into the game, I should say.
Jack has scored 444 points this season.
It's a few.
Just a few, averaging 26 per game.
I don't know if Moore was attempting a shot or a pass there. I think
Did you break the stool?
No, the stool's broken. I thought I just ripped a hole in my jeans because there's you've got a little, you've got a bolt poking through.
Well,
drywall.
That's all right. 31-21 as Luke fixes his pants.
Almost had that poking through somewhere I don't want it to poke.
We almost leave I'm sure glad we don't have a live feed of us all the time. There's a nice jumper from Jack. Miller rolls around, Sly had a touch on it. Nick was able to ricochet that back out to Shizzle to get an offense going. Little duck under to Madden. Sly off the board from underneath.
Big Madden.
He did that a couple times last night.
A little up and under action.
That's kind of what was happening to you.
Yeah.
Good thing you got tape.
I have to submit a bill for my jeans to Heartland Technology.
Yeah. Good luck on that.
Anthony said he's got a budget for it.
Yeah.
Quickly up the court over to Moore.
There's Vogel leaning into Sly. Can he do it again? Trying to get past Mudd.
Oh, take that up, Sly.
Merrifield takes it away for Columbus and the Sailors.
Madden Sly, I was hoping he had built some confidence there and was just going to go up strong with it. Take it until they figure out how to defend it. Too easy.
Mudd underneath. He gets one to go, and Moore will get a shot on him. That'll send him to the free throw line. That will be the third team foul for Jesup, the first one for Nick Should be the first one, yeah, for Nick Moore. Take that one away. Now Miller, he's running point. From that far side, looking down, sees Vogel Shizzle in the corner. He's going to pull up 11 feet out, drop one in there. 15 for him. Both teams getting some opportunities. Not as many going through, I think, as Columbus would like, but they're also struggling on that free throw line.
Speaking of free throw line, Robinson's going to head there. Amani Robinson appears to be a sophomore captain on this team.
Is that what that C stands for? I think that's what that C stands for.
It only took me, how many years of us doing this to figure that out this year?
I don't think I've seen that until this year on these rosters. So
there you go,
must be a new option. Sly now with 6.
Keep doing it.
On his senior night as well. On that far side. He's going to take a big 3.
Christensen.
6'5", Jackson Mudd. 3-pointer for him. 5 points, or 7 points total now. Stand corrected. Minute to go till halftime. Vogel, double teamed. Shizzle comes from that corner. Miller, deep one.
Around the world and down.
If you had 6 foot beyond the arch in your Jack Miller bingo card, you can go ahead and circle that tonight.
It's going to be a foul from behind against Robinson. Coach Robinson disagrees, and I'm not sure I'm not with him on that. I thought that was a pretty solid rebound by Amani Robinson.
Second personal foul. 4 team fouls for all teams now. Miller slowing things down here. Has an eye on the clock. There's just a slight difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Double teamed up front. Really bringing him back in that guard court.
Definitely looking to get something from Jack, and they're going to foul him.
Not quite to the bonus just yet. Well, I guess that will take him the bonus for that 5th foul.
Yeah, that was Christensen who fouled him. He and Mudd were applying decent pressure up there, but Jack's just one of those kids who you're not usually going to get that to go in your favor. What's going on here?
I think he's taking pictures of your pants. 12 seconds, Jack Miller.
A little concerning.
Yeah, Anthony gets his camera out. It's hard to understand. And it's not a phone camera, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Polaroid. Free throw in for Miller. 19 here in the first half. Actually 20 in the first half.
Not a bad outing for Mr. Miller. Mudd, nice fake. 3 no good. Rebound, Shizzle.
And that will end the first half. 42-29. As I look around for a girls basketball coach, I don't see one just yet.
Well, that's right. This is usually about the time
about
Coach Conrad makes his way up.
And then he's like, yeah, there he is. He's on his way now. He likes to leave us waiting. Jack Miller leads things for Jesup, 20 points total. You've got 6 points each for Vogel and Sly. Treptow with 6. 4 for Shizzle. Other side of things, you got 7 total for Mudd, who leads things for the Sailors. Again, Jesup coming in tonight with a record of 12-5 overall. Good luck to the wrestling team tomorrow night, tomorrow morning actually, as they compete in the state dual wrestling tournament. They come out successful against the Bosco Dons to advance further on. in the afternoon. And Jordan Conrad making his time. I don't know if you were going to join us tonight or if we're just on your schedule or what.
Oh, please. Gosh. Usually Luke's still babbling away up here.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
When this thing I only get about 3 minutes up here because Luke's still babbling about some random story.
Good thing he's not on headset. Yeah. Anyway, bringing up Jordan Conrad, our girls basketball coach at Jesup. They win 75-46 tonight. And, talk about a tale really of two halves. You look at that first quarter, you guys got out of the gate quick. And then they caught up with you and built a lead, and you fought back before halftime.
Yeah, I felt like we didn't come out with as much energy as we played with, last night where last night.
Yep, Sumner Fred. It all blends together.
Yeah, when you got 3 in a week, all blends together. So I didn't think we came out with quite as much energy as we would have liked to. But like you said, we kind of got down. We battled back, and even though we didn't come out with the energy we wanted, we still scored 14 points in the quarter. Only found ourselves down 2. Tried to find the positive in that. Second quarter was a big difference. I think we won the quarter by 9 or 10. But I felt like we had a couple of turnovers there. We knocked a couple of shots down from outside. A lot of that came out of good post entries. Our posts were doing a really good job of getting post ups tonight. A big thing that we talked about at halftime was, finding our post in the post. I didn't think we were great about that in the first half on our guards. I thought our posts were doing a really good job of getting good post ups, and we weren't finding them in there. But the girls did a really good job of it in the second half, and our posts make really good decisions down there. We don't have posts that are going to go try and score it every time. We got some of the best, probably I got 4 posts right now that are playing. And they're probably the 4 best passing posts that we've had, in the time that I've been here. So it just adds another element to our offense when we can get them the ball in the post or the short corner, and they can make really good decisions out of it.
You talk about Peyton Bowes. And it happened. We knew it would happen.
Yes.
She'd been struggling a little bit from the arch and some other shots, but it started falling for her. It had to be positive for her.
Yeah, she got one to go last night. I think personally, I think a lot of it started last night. She got to see the ball go in the basket a few times, and it wasn't from from 3. It was her doing a really good job attacking the basket. And we've tried to talk to her a little bit about that. You're not knocking outside shots down. I know you're a really good shooter, but let's find a way to see it go in. Get yourself to the line, attack the rim, just see it go through the basket, and, kind of get your confidence rolling that way. And she did an outstanding job with that last night. She probably had 4 or 5 takes to the rim where she finished. Weren't easy finishes, but she did a really good job attacking it, finishing around people. And then she got 1 3 to go last night, and then she got a couple probably to go tonight, and a couple good attacks again tonight. So yeah, we talked about her. I know she was probably frustrated there with point production a little bit, but I just kept telling her, you're too good of a player. It's going to come.
Yeah.
Everybody else is in trouble that we're coming up to because you're ready. You're due.
Yeah, she exceeded her average tonight, but let's go back. You mentioned the line. A lot of trips to the line, both teams, and that was a big difference. When you look at, I felt like Zabel was there in the first half, and Nesbitt was there, and then Emma Bowes was there. There was a lot of attempts.
Yeah, it felt like Emma Bowes lived at the line tonight. She did a really good job attacking. She always does a great job of attacking, and hopefully her confidence continues to grow. I know she gets a little down on herself when she misses a couple, but she's done a much better job than the year to start on her free throw shooting, and it's only going to get better. So. There's a couple of times I look up and I'm like, 5 fouls. And there's still 5 minutes left in the quarter. Like, good thing we're not going by old rules because both teams would have been at 10 fouls with the whole quarter to go, shooting the double bonus. Good thing we're at this new rule. We get to reset it at the quarter. We did a good job knocking down free throws tonight too. Like you said, a number of people got there, which tells me there's a lot of different people getting themselves to the rim.
So let's, looking ahead to next week, and you get your final regular season games. Bring Wapsie Valley back. Let's rewind and talk about this week. And it was a tough night at Wapsie Valley, losing by 1. You mentioned the game last night with a victory at Sumner Fred, but let's talk about those 2 games from last week. Or this week.
This week, yeah. Wapsie was a tough one. They just made it really difficult on us. They're really long and they got big bodies, and they kind of keep it tight in there, and you got to knock shots down. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a fight. And we didn't really make anything from outside, and couldn't get some of the ones to fall inside. And we found ourselves on the wrong end of a 1-point game. But they've proven that they can play with good teams. They're around 500, but they're kind of up and down, and they'll play really, really well a couple of nights, and then they'll go down for a night or two. And so, but they're fully capable of being a really solid team. So we got to be ready Monday. We get another shot at it on Monday, and hopefully we can have a different result there. But I thought we bounced back really well. We had a really good practice Wednesday, I thought, and Thursday, last night was a big one versus Sumner Fred. We got them by 1 at our place, kind of in a barn burner here last time. And going to their place, we made an emphasis on the Elliott girl there that, I think when we played them the first time, she had 25 points and 22 rebounds, something like that. It was 20 and 20 for sure.
Yeah.
So we can't let her do that again, and I think we held her to 11 points and 11 rebounds, something along those. Cut the numbers in half, and that's the difference in the game last night, coming away with a 7-point win. They're a solid team, and they had a guard that makes it tough to press like we like to, so we actually ended up getting out of it and just playing half court, trying to be really solid in the half court adjustment we made. And girls did a really good job making it tough on, like I said, Elliott. I told the girls actually tonight after I saw the stats, I think, this is my 5th year coaching. We've played Sumner at least twice every year.
Yeah.
And we've won a fair share of those, but this is probably the first time we've won the rebounding battle against them.
Yeah.
It's just they always have some big girls that we struggle to keep them off the glass. And so it was a tribute to those girls for winning the rebound battle against that group.
Well, you have a couple seniors on your bench that come through, a player and a manager.
Yes.
Talk about those two as they get honored tonight in senior night.
Yeah. I'll start with Caitlin. She's just an outstanding kid. She played for her first couple of years in high school, and then, I loved having her as part of the team, and I knew she wasn't going to go back out. Talked to her about being a manager, and I was so happy that she stuck with us. You talk about, everybody talks about servant leadership and that type of thing. That girl will do anything that's asked for her at all times. We're extremely lucky to have her. Jesup's lucky to have her be a part of the school. And Adriana, her growth this last, I've had her for 4 years, I guess, all of her high school career. And just to see the maturity and the growth from her over the 4 years has been really fun to be a part of. Where she's come from her sophomore year to her junior year was a big jump, but from her junior year to her senior year, not only from a playing perspective, but from a leadership perspective, maturity perspective, understanding, kind of getting the big picture of things, stepping in, being a leader, stepping up. Tonight, I didn't think we had the energy. I thought there was one person that had the energy to start the game, and that was Adriana. And I felt like, I called some of the girls out. I said, somebody's got to match her energy. She's the only one that's really got it for us right now. So I think, she kind of set the tone here on senior night. That's what a senior should do, and the girls followed. And I really think that was what led to the victory. Is at least she was out there to show this is where our intensity level's got to be. So huge shout out to Adriana on that.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck into next week.
Appreciate it.
That's head coach Jordan Conrad on our halftime show. We'll return here in just a few seconds on the J-Hawks Sports Network. Back in action on the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology as we are back in action here. Thanks for Jordan Conrad making his way up, and Luke Baldwin joined me here on headset. I'm Nate Clayberg. As Coach Conrad said, he took his time because he's used to you just on the headset too much, so he thought he had time.
Running my face.
Yeah, more or less that was what was implied.
Fair comment.
So back here in this second half as Jack Miller leads Jesup right now 42-31. He's got 20 points as Ryan Treptow takes an outside shot as they go towards that north basket, and he is now at that 9-point mark.
Ryan's another one of those guys that has just a really pretty shot. He's real upright in his form, but his shoulders, like you said, his shoulders are squared right to the hoop.
Mudd with 9 points as he gets a basket to fall. As the pep band makes their way out, good to have them perform tonight. And Vogel, back of the rim, no good. Jack finds that rebound. He can't get the shot on the follow-up.
One-handed rebound. He wanted the foul on that, but nothing doing.
6:30 to play, third quarter. Madden Sly, some pressure on that outside front, and Treptow, he skied high, pulled that one in.
Nice pass.
And Sly calculating the timing.
Nice
wait for Christensen.
Nice hands by Madden Sly, too. I mean, that's one thing you have to be on your toes when Miller's on the court, because he throws a bullet pass to you when you least expect it. Or at least when I would least expect it. These guys clearly know it's coming, but
yeah, and he's
I'd take it off my nose.
He pretty much expects you that you were going to catch it.
Yes.
And it's almost a shock when you don't.
Yeah, you're right. He does expect you to catch it.
Vogel to Shizzle. Little no-look out to Treptow and the hoop.
Treptow's got, what, 3 now? That's going to be an offensive foul against Christensen, I think. Yeah, it is Christensen. That's going to be his second or third. Second foul. Sailor's first of this third quarter.
There's Vogel. Treptow with another wide open 3. Little far for
Nearly
Jesup to get it, but Treptow almost had his own, yeah. And there is the giving up for Amani Robinson. Vogel overhead. Shizzle saw an opening, pulled back on it, and Vogel just kind of stepped in there. Now Shizzle on that rim.
Shizzle, I don't think he quite got his legs underneath him on that shot. Mudd with another 3.
Taking the 12 total. Throwing down some passing. See a roadblock under that paint. Ball gets loose out of bounds up at Columbus.
Yeah, Jesup's got to start. They got to take care of the ball a little better here. They're getting a little sloppy with things. Had a nice lead. It's down to 10 points. Sly out. Nick Moore in.
Madden Sly started this game. He started last night against Sumner Fred. Getting some rest on that bench. Coach Spines only had 6 players total in the game. Mudd with a cover on Moore, or from Moore. Got a 10-point margin. Have a different style of offense from Columbus than what we've seen. A little more calculated.
Christensen, old mid-range reverse jumper.
9 for him. And Treptow a little loose.
He's going to draw a foul. I think they got Drew Lindsay. They did. That's Drew's first, second team foul.
I'm not sure we've seen any travels or anything like that in this game.
Not much.
Kick out from Moore to Treptow, a little 8-foot jumper, no good.
I'd like to see the Jayhawks get something better than that out of their offense.
And Treptow.
That's better.
Had a nice little easy break towards the right side, and timeout on the floor.
Obviously, that's just offense off defense, but they've, I don't know, I feel like the shots they've taken the past several possessions have not been outstanding. Coaches Schmidt and Smines out top talking things over. Now the old man of the group, Nick Donnelly, is in there, and the young man of the group, Rodney Soliski. The 4 of them talk things over.
Is that where Nick's saying, what were you saying? I didn't hear you. Can you speak up a little bit?
He was like, guys, my knees hurt. Do anybody else's knees hurt?
It's 9:30. I should be in bed. That's probably what he's after. But, yeah, Nick, great to have, as Coach Smythe has said in the past, and you've known Nick a lot longer than I have, and he was a part of your dad's staff once upon a time. He was a head coach once upon a time. It's good to have another set of thoughts or visions from that position on the bench for Coach.
Yeah, he brings a little something to the table that some of the other guys might not. If nothing else, sometimes it's just nice to have a group of guys to spitball something about. I don't know. However you say that.
He's also
old. Yeah, Nick's old.
Well, that's true. I won't argue that. Pull down from Treptow, looking downfield.
Ooh, Treptow almost with the double dribble there.
Treptow starting quarterback for Jesup the last 2 years as a sophomore and as a junior, and Landon Vogel builds his total. I think he might be getting to a career high right now on varsity here with 9 points.
Robin wants to take Miller inside, just can't get around him.
Moore playing some tough defense, really trying to sway Merrifield away, and he hits a big shot, take him to 8 total. Little bounce pass, Sands going to go off a Columbus player's foot, but Treptow's ready to take it and ready to drop it.
I don't know how they didn't call that a kick. Well, no, I know why they didn't call it a kick, because it wasn't intentional contact.
Nick Moore playing some really good defense. Staying with who he needs to cover. Now Robinson in the paint. Gets that one deflected by Jack Miller. Monty Robinson. Out of bounds. It will be Columbus's ball.
The two-handed swat. You know you're being defended by a kid that's got some ups if he swats your shot with 2 hands.
Back the other way. Jack has yet to score this half. He's getting the ball to his teammates.
Yeah, Treptow with the heat check. He was not set for that. But I don't hate it because he's been knocking them down. Up.
Yeah, just lost of control in the paint. Shizzle looked right, didn't see anybody, and
nice
he took
move.
it on his own, drops it, and draws the foul.
They're going to give him continuation on that. I would have thought that was on the floor, but I like it.
60-44. That will be 6 total points now for Cale Shizzle. Shizzle leads assists for this team, pushing 6 per game.
Faux Shizzle.
And we're talking about assists, and Jack just with 20 points in the first half, and nothing here in the second. But he's third on that list in assists.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's been dishing left and right here in the third.
Well, and you look at Treptow too; he's second in scoring and second in assists as well.
Yep.
That one goes up. Nice play in there for Andrew Robinson. He's got 6 coming off the bench.
That's
hard foul up top.
That's a moving screen on Treptow, so that's his fourth. He's gonna come out, slide into the game. Treptow's played a nice game offensively tonight, but defensively he's been a little messy. I guess that was offense there, moving screen, but kind of uncharacteristic of him, to be honest.
Down, trying to make a fancy pass and play with Christensen down low. Ball not on target.
Even at 6'5", Christensen said real quick, that is too high for me. Jack Miller with the ball, 50 seconds to go in this third period. Man, crazy no-look pass.
Shizzle getting mugged in the air. Comes down hard. walk it off a little bit. Yeah, he came down on that left hip, I think. Right up underneath there.
I think he's just trying to make sure all of his body parts are still intact.
That one will go right through. 63-46. That'll be Shizzle's 8th point. Thanks for joining us on the Jayhawks Sports Network tonight. Whether you're following the Sailors or the Jayhawks or just on YouTube going, what's this?
This is basketball.
Yeah. Or you've heard about these guys. Luke and I, not the team on the floor. Or maybe it's been you've heard about the guys on the floor more than likely. Deep, deep for Columbus. Dropped that in for Lindsay.
Jack Miller going to hold.
Shot clock is off, under 20 now.
Lindsay.
And Lindsay will come hard.
Same thing that happened the last time before half. You know, Lindsay's trying to play some good defense there and just got himself too close, and easy call for the ref right in front of him. Just mugged him.
Second personal, 5th team foul for the Sailors, which will give Jesup the bonus here in the last 12 seconds. First point of the afternoon, or the second half for Miller. Gets his own rebound, as bring his guys back in as they spread back towards that defense.
That's driving Robinson nuts, I guarantee.
Last second shot, that's going to fade away, and Coach Smine's looking for a foul at the buzzer, but he's not going to get it.
I think it was after the buzzer. I think that's why they didn't get it. But
64-49, Jesup in that third stanza, outscoring the Sailors by a score of 22-20. So Sailors bouncing back here, scoring some points here in that third period, but Jesup continues to do the same thing.
Yeah, going back to Jack Miller getting his own rebound there, I got to believe Coach Andrew Robinson's going to talk about boxing out the shooter at his next practice. That's just something you know, that'll drive a coach nuts seeing that happen. I think the refs are still debating whether they should have called that foul on the Sailors against Jack at the end of that. I truly don't think he had that shot off before the buzzer, but they've been debating something ever since that happened, and I'm just kind of wondering if they're debating amongst themselves.
You don't think about whose turn it is to buy dinner on the way home? That's not what they're talking about?
I mean, that's what I would be. Dinner and drinks, fellas. Who's up?
Waters.
Might as well. At this point, let's just call it breakfast.
Yeah. Who's up for Egg McMuffins? Pushing 10 o'clock here tonight. Here in Jesup. Got a late start.
Goal.
But Jesup continuing on no matter what time it is.
And Vogel continuing his hot streak.
He's got 11 total.
Shizzle getting a little handsy down there, and it's going to result in a foul. It's just his second.
And Christensen, the deep three doesn't work. Moore finds it. Now Miller will bring it down floor. Go towards that north basket. No look into Madden's slide, who was empty, and he should have went to that one.
Oh boy, Madden, you catch and go straight up with that, buddy.
He was wide open.
Yeah, you don't get any more wide open. Jack's probably thinking, dude.
Vogel has it. And now no look to Moore. Holds that pivot foot strong. Shizzle looked at his shot. And I said this to Coach Smines at halftime. I feel like, they're passing it. Where they're passing it, they see the opportunity with where the next pass beyond that is.
Yeah. I mean, that pass Jack just made is a great example of just finding guys that most of us don't even realize are open.
Yeah, it's almost you get the pass. Why is he throwing it? And all of a sudden there's a guy there, and it makes sense. And they're open.
And you ever seen that movie where they can bend bullets? They fire their gun.
Is it the Matrix?
No. And the bullet can go around somebody and hit somebody behind him. I swear he does that with his passes. Like,
he's got a little spin on it.
Yeah, they're changing directions in midair.
Well, he plays enough golf. Maybe he knows how to draw the basketball.
These guys are down here thinking, what is wrong with these? It's a great movie. It's got Angelina Jolie in it, and I don't know who else. Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt's.
Is it Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Is it that one?
No. It's like one word, I think.
Amadeus.
It's got the dude from Shawshank Redemption.
Not Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman's in that? Get busy living, get busy dying?
Yeah. Wanted. Yeah, Wanted. Every bullet curves. Is that the name of it? Wanted?
Vogel had the attempt. Under 6 minutes.
Back to Miller. Or, I'm sorry, not Miller.
Back to basketball.
Yeah.
And Columbus. They keep chipping away here. That's 5 points total now for Matter. He hit a three-pointer earlier.
Oh, the text messages we get, Zach.
Yeah.
Or
Zach Knutsen's watching. Watching at home. Checking in. Question is, how long was he holding back before he reached out? Miller draws a foul on his way to the hoop.
Real Woods got beat tonight. #1 wrestler for Iowa. Iowa, I think, is they were down 20-3. No bueno. Unless you're a Michigan fan, then it's bueno.
Wow, look at that pass through to Treptow. Comes baseline. Doesn't draw a foul. Madden Sly with the rebound. Trying to jockey for position. Shizzle comes in after it. Got a little melee going on down there.
Almost had ourselves a good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
I was waiting for on that one. I think the first time I said that, you were like, what are you talking about? I think we looked it up, and it wasn't exactly how I wanted to use the word.
Well, I've used it many times since then, and probably never correctly.
And no one ever questions you like you questioned me that night. It's a regular Donnybrook.
4:50 to go in this fourth period. Jesup leading.
Christensen
53.
Jump off a little left side, but Robinson there to follow. He's back in the board at 7 points now. 14-point difference.
I still feel like this game is potentially in doubt, even at a 14-point difference in the fourth quarter.
Totally agree.
That's a foul.
And I don't know if they've taken Jack out of the game or Jack's taken himself out of the game.
I don't know. That was a foul, though. I think Jack is just fine distributing the basketball right now. He could clearly come down and pop a three anytime he wants.
Puts pressure on Robinson that left side, and they're getting more looks, and Christensen gets one to drop in.
I think they're definitely working harder on the offense. Columbus is getting more offensive rebounds than we are getting defensive rebounds right now.
Ryan Treptow back in the game. He has 4 team fouls and really walking the line. Especially since he's got 17 points tonight, too. Can he build on that? Ball gets loose, and it'll go back Jesup way.
Jesup satisfied just walking the ball up the court, use some of that time off the clock. Nice
Down low, Madden Sly. That's his spot.
Great feed.
8 points total for him. We're going to see a timeout on the floor, and bitch, see what Coach Smides makes with some adjustments here as they all come in. And are they going to take a? Yeah, they're going to go ahead and take a full timeout. Bruce Piper chiming in on YouTube. He was chiming in on the movie as well. Wanted. Angelina Jolie.
Yep.
Jolie. Ben and bullets. Ben and passes. 71-57. Jesup.
Great movie, by the way.
How old are we back here? Is that 2000s?
I'm 48. I don't know how. Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
2008.
You got the IMDb page up there?
2008.
Okay. We'll take that. Again, wrestling in action tomorrow down at Coralville. Good luck to Coach Gross and that team in the state duels after picking up the big win over Lisbon in this gym the other night.
How fun was that season?
It was almost, I told somebody to get to the point of when they weren't pinning, it was like unusual.
Yeah, well, they started
what do you
out
mean
the
they
other
didn't
night
pin?
with, 3-4 pins in a row?
Yeah.
And even the non-pins were dominating.
Well, there was a couple that came right down to the last second of a period to get some points and set things up. I was giving Coach Smides a hard time, too. I wanted his angle on it, that Coach Gross says he started scouting middle school basketball when he started here and went up to Kyle Bucknell and said, "Are you sure you want to play basketball? You're kind of short." He popped his way over. Yeah, there's a picture that's up here on the video board that's floating through with this group of seniors, and you've got Wyatt Vanderwerf on it. You've got Kyle Bucknell on there.
Wyatt Vanderwerf and Jack Miller were a scary duo in middle school. I still remember those two. I remember the first time I saw Wyatt Vanderwerf play. He was a middle schooler, and it was practice. He had his shirt off, and the dude had like a 24 pack. I mean, he had muscles on muscles. I'm like, who is that kid?
Well, you all work towards something, Luke. Missed shots, rebounds.
Robinson with the quick hands. Back the other way, he's going to take it in. Treptow says, nope, go ahead.
Robinson with that basket. I wouldn't say this is the prettiest game we've seen all year.
And here we are again, 10-point game.
Over to look to Madden Sly, hop in, almost an extra step. Treptow a deep three.
Nice shot by Treptow. I don't think Madden realizes he's at the rim when he makes that move. All he's got to do is go straight up with it. I mean, very unselfish kicking it out like that, but he created space. Just use it. Christensen up and in.
Yeah, Treptow looked like he almost tagged a little bit on that shot.
I think there was maybe a foul.
But, it didn't get called. 74-63 here, 90 seconds to go in this game.
Miller
slow things down.
Miller trying to initiate some contact, maybe draw a foul there.
Oh, Madden, should have turned around and went up with it.
Yeah, he's
looking for that outlet.
He's up there. Keep that ball up because they can't guard him. They haven't been able to guard him all night. But by the same token, they could be, he may be trying to take some time off the clock. Nice move by Treptow. Pretty floater.
He's leading right now, 22 points.
That was a charge.
Go back towards Jesup. No team in the bonus just yet.
Christensen just trying to get something going here. And Mudd back into the game for the Sailors. He's going to replace Robinson. Andrew Robinson.
Got about 12-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's this night winding down in Jesup. Jesup boys went 3-0 this week. Wapsie Valley, Sumner Fred, and now Columbus tonight. As Jack gets that shot away, Madden will ditch it back out to him and get it dropped in. And maybe Miller's saying, no, I don't want Treptow to end with the leading score. I want some honors there.
I'm going to guess that didn't even go through his head.
Treptow 22 points, Jack Miller 23 points.
Tyler Nolan's getting into the game, I believe, for the Jayhawks.
And a senior. So, Josh Nolan, you're watching tonight. Your request is coming through.
To see his kid play? Is that?
Well, you want to see his nephew come in here. So they're watching from South Padre. Rick and Deb Nolan.
Josh Nolan.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Josh Nolan commented. Rick and Deb Nolan are watching from South Padre. So they're asking to see Tyler in.
When you said Josh, I was thinking of Ricky.
So that will put Robinson at the free throw line. And rolls away. Jesup will go on to a record of 13-5 overall. We will find out Monday evening, probably, if not Tuesday morning, the postseason opportunity as he beelined it to Tyler Nolan. They want him to take a shot. That's a try and keep getting to Tyler Nolan. And he does not. He does not want to do it. He actually gets congratulated from the coaching staff.
He's not selfish.
But Jack was trying to get it to Tyler, saying, as a senior, you got the opportunity to do that. But boys win tonight. Ryan Treptow, 22 points. Jack Miller, 23. 11 for Landon Vogel, who had a great night. Madden Sly underneath continues to impress as he moves on. Mudd with 12 points for Columbus leads things. Christensen had 11. But any comments on this game before we head into 3 more next week for Jesup?
Nate, I was just thinking about this team at the beginning of the season and how bad they were. You know, I'm not going to mix my words. They were bad, and here we are. What are we? 12-5, 13-5, something.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Somewhere in there. I mean, what a turnaround, and really playing some really nice basketball. So good win for the girls and boys tonight. Yeah,
I talked about it at halftime. It was like, I think I described it. I was like, those are 5 guys just out playing basketball. Yeah. That's not a team, but they are definitely now a team. Final score tonight: the boys get the victory over Waterloo Columbus, as do the girls. For Luke Baldwin, as well as our on-site producer Anthony Baugh and camera operator Eric Clark, I'm Nate Klaber from the upper patio of Jesup South Gym. Our next broadcast is boy-girl doubleheader Monday night. Luke Baldwin will have that, along with Jason Pilcher. That'll be coming up on Monday. That was a rescheduled event. And then Dyke New Hartford right here on this channel on Tuesday. You can watch this game again on replay, as well as other events on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. This is the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks, and good night.